Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the greatest show in sport. From the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it's the Bills and the Cowboys in Super Bowl 27.
Champions today, wouldn't you think?
Great day.
We're going to take full advantage of it, too. See, they used to losing.
We're going to rock the house. We're going to rock the house.
Oh, he got butterflies on this.
That's big, man. It is big. It's awfully bright out here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of damn people, huh?
It is said that the Super Bowl is the final chapter of a great mystery novel. But in Super Bowl 27, the only suspense came from Michael Jackson's special effects crew. The day belonged to the Dallas Cowboys, and the moment to their supremely confident leader, head coach Jimmy Johnson.
It might be more colorful to tell you that I was consumed with tense, suspenseful thoughts, but there were none. Oh, I was excited and happy and anxious to get started, but as for the sort of feeling a commander has as a great battle looms, no, that had come 2 weeks earlier at San Francisco. It must have been a more tense time for the Bills than for us, because they'd been to 2 straight Super Bowls without a win. It would be 3 when this day was done. I knew that.
Guys, it's not our job. It's our responsibility to win this game. Let's go out and get it. Let's go!
I really didn't have any butterflies. I just wanted to lay that royal flush on the table and rake in all the chips. 28 years of coaching told me that we would win, about as surely as 49 years of life told me that the sun, now high in the Southern California sky, would set at game's end.
Okay. How about them Cowboys, huh?
And in his 4th season with the Cowboys, head coach Jimmy Johnson.
Only one thing we came for is that to win the damn game. We started out with the kicking game. We're going to go right cross 5. Right cross 5. Come on, Thomas.
Get that ring, baby. That ring on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ring.
Stay outside, baby. Stay outside.
750 million people worldwide were focused on the Rose Bowl. The battle-hardened Buffalo Bills, in their 3rd straight Super Bowl, faced the outrageously young Dallas Cowboys, who were hoping to win their first championship in 15 years. It all began with a record 21-point first quarter.
Mike Saxon will punt it away now, standing back at the 2-yard line. And the kick is blocked. It is blocked by the Bills, and it goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Steve Tasker got through. The Bills have the ball at the 16-yard line.
I saw immediately what had happened. Buffalo had really done a good job scouting us. They knew that Dixon Edwards, who normally plays left tackle on our punt team, had a pulled hamstring and was questionable for the game. Sure enough, on our first punt, we substituted a rookie, Robert Jones, for Dixon. Buffalo spotted that and took advantage. They put their excellent special teams player, Steve Tasker, on Robert Jones. At the snap, Tasker slanted inside Robert and got in to block Mike Saxon's punt.
Bills were sending them, and it was Steve Tasker, the All-Pro, who got in there and got his hand on it, and that fired some people up here. Can you say special teams?
Here's Thurman running right, looking for the hole, and he is in for the touchdown. Thurman Thomas has scored. The Bills lead it 6-0. Thurman Thomas off the right side of the formation, behind the block by Will Wolford.
And it's Wolford's block on number 55, Robert Jones.
Come on, Jay!
And the rest was all Thurman Thomas grinding out that last yard.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
You gotta come in
I wasn't worried, but I was quite irritated that we had allowed Buffalo to get momentum that we were going to have to take back.
We have to be able to communicate with each other, trying to find out what's going on. Let's not get excited, all right? Okay, let's not get excited.
On their next possession, the Buffalo turnover flaw began to show. Kelly, pressured by our blitz, was intercepted by James Washington, who returned 13 yards to the Buffalo 47.
Kenny Gantz blitzed, forced Kelly to make a mistake.
I can't say I was really elated because we felt all along that we'd get some turnovers. But little did we know that this was the first of a Super Bowl record 9 turnovers we would collect from the Bills.
Stay there, baby.
Our offensive game plan, in addition to throwing to our receivers in one-on-one coverage, had a contingency for when Buffalo had both safeties back, each covering half the field. We would run the ball and throw to our tight end, Jay Novacek, across the middle. After the first Buffalo turnover, we converted a 3rd and 16 play when Michael Irvin found single coverage and caught a 20-yard pass from Troy at the Buffalo 33.
On 3rd down and 17. Straight drop, standing, deep middle. Caught, first down. And maybe that is the spark for the Cowboys offense.
2 plays later, Troy Aikman looked for Jay Novacek on a seam route down the middle. The throw had to be perfect, and it was.
Aikman with a straight drop to throw again. Going for the end zone. Novacek at the 2, takes it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! 23 yards. Pro bowler to pro bowler. That's how you overcome a shaky start.
The game was tied and beginning to unfold in our direction.
Let's go, D. Let's go. We're going to kill him. We're going to kill him.
In an electrifying burst of might, the Cowboys scored their second touchdown in 15 seconds.
Kelly's going to throw here. Haley hit him and picked off in the air. Jimmy Jones intercepts and rolls in for a touchdown.
We set it up by adjusting our pass rush. Charles Haley normally lines up on the defensive right side. We moved him over to the left side. Haley sacked Kelly again, this time at the Bills' 2-yard line. Kelly fumbled, and our Jimmy Jones caught the ball in midair, and we went in for a touchdown.
Charles Haley going up against Howard Ballard, and that speed rush of Haley, he just went right around the house and hit Jim Kelly.
Johnson's approach is straightforward. Get talented players, keep it simple, and put them in positions to make big plays. In Pasadena, he unleashed them like a Santa Ana wind in a storm of turnovers and touchdowns.
Instant disaster for the Bills.
We led 14-7 as the first quarter ended, and we would not trail again.
Jimmy Johnson would not allow the Bills' no huddle to be a problem. His staff would substitute during stoppages, measurements, whenever. And Buffalo's offensive line would tire long before his Cowboys. The problem was Andre Reed. On the first play of the second quarter, Reed picked up 40 yards on his way to 8 catches and over 150 yards.
Wow, what a run by Andre Reed before Larry Brown caught him. And I don't think anybody better move, and I hope you got oxygen next to the soft drinks and the popcorn.
The Bills were inside the Cowboy 5. Up in the press box, defensive coordinator Dave Wannstedt relayed his strategy down to line coach Butch Davis.
Fullback! Watch the fullback!
A goal line stand would break the Bills' will for good.
It's going to be on the 2-yard line. You want to go giant? Giant! Giant! Giant!
On second down, Thurman Thomas was nailed just short of a touchdown by linebacker Vincent Smith. Dallas would turn them back.
We made that goal line stand with 2 of the biggest plays of the game. On 3rd and 1, Buffalo running back Kenneth Davis came left, and Kenny Norton made a great play to stop him for no gain.
Right. And the handoff to the deep man, and a bang at the goal line.
Oh, stop it!
Pushed back. He was pushed back. He didn't get in.
Kenny Norton, Brad. Kenny Norton makes a huge hit. He makes the play. We started this game by saying that Ken Norton would have to have his name called a lot if the Cowboys are going to be successful, and it's Norton who makes the play.
When we saw that Buffalo was going for the touchdown on 4th and 1, we got out of our goal line defense and put our regular pass defense unit back in.
Here comes Thurman. Stand up! Stand up!
Buffalo had run at us twice for no gain, and we were virtually certain that Marv Levy and his staff weren't going to try it again on 4th down. Sure enough, they threw.
Six times in the first half, Buffalo needed 1 yard for a first down or a touchdown. 6 times they were knocked back. On the next series, Kelly was knocked out.
Kelly is holding his right knee in a lot of pain.
In obvious pain.
Kenny Norton blitzed and hit him. Knowing Jim and liking him, I felt bad that he was injured. But football-wise, I knew we were going to have to adjust our defensive thinking.
Have battled back from so much adversity this season that it is going to be up to the miracle man, Frank Reich.
Frank Reich, their backup quarterback, had a superb playoff season, so the Bills weren't exactly out of weapons. Reich isn't the riverboat gambler Jim is. Reich likes to control the passing game, where Jim will take a few more chances down the field.
Coming after him.
On Reich's second play of the game, he hit Andre Reed, the crossing route again, for 38 yards to our 22, but we were able to hold them to a field goal on that drive.
While Reed was an annoyance, Michael Irvin was simply annoyed.
They're in the perimeter. They're playing outside. This is a joke. We can go up and down the field.
The Bills' two-deep zone had taken the playmaker out of the game. So Dallas used Emmitt Smith as a wedge to pry them out of that zone. Johnson put Buffalo in a literal catch-22. The Bills hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher all year long. The league's rushing leader ripped off a quick 38 yards on his way to 108.
After that, we knew immediately that Buffalo was going to start cheating their safety up to stop the run. So on the very next play, anticipating three-deep coverage, one-on-one against our receivers, Troy threw to Michael Irvin for a 19-yard touchdown, and now we were up 21-10.
It was more of the keep it simple Johnson plan. The easiest passes are square ins and slants, especially when Irvin and Alvin Harper are about 6'3", and the Bills' defensive backs average only 5'11". All Aikman had to do was find his tall targets. 22 out of 30 times he did. Jimmy Johnson was seizing the moment.
The turnovers were coming fast and furious, one right after another. Reich threw a screen to Thurman Thomas. Leon Lett came up and stripped the ball, and Jimmy Jones recovered at the Buffalo 18. We work on stripping the ball year-round, and we hadn't come into the Super Bowl with any plan of reaching for the ball more than normal. It was just paying off for us more than usual.
Let's see who got the ball. Do the Cowboys have it? Yes, they do. The Cowboys have it.
And Aikman tossed it once more to Michael Irvin, as Super Bowl 27 was deteriorating into a merciless, one-sided beating.
Aikman under center wing left. Blitz look. Aikman 7-step drop. Throws it right to the goal line. Irvin jumping, catching the three. Diving. Touchdown.
Now, I'd love to be able to tell you that I was just going bonkers on the sidelines, but I had no feeling of tension or suspense. Why should I? You know, we were just laying down the cards on the table, one by one. 10 of hearts, Jack of hearts, Queen of hearts, 1 billion people watching on television, and another 100,000 or so in the Rose Bowl weren't certain we held the rest of the cards. But we were.
So the Bills have had the wheels come off here. Dallas scored 2 touchdowns in 15 seconds, and now 2 in 18 seconds.
Let's go. These guys have come back from big deficits. deficits now. We got to suck it up at halftime. Now, 30 minutes. Don't tell them. Now, 30 minutes.
At halftime, I didn't want to plant negative seeds in our players' mind by saying, now remember, Buffalo came back against Houston. Instead, I said, we're going to approach it like it's nothing to nothing. We're going to approach it as we always do. And so we went out to drop the king and the ace on 1 billion+ people.
The Cowboys maintained control the same way they had gained it. And in the end, they ran 29 times and passed 30 times. Near perfect offensive symmetry. The offensive line opened holes for Smith and wide sight lines for Aikman, who sighted wide open receivers. There was always the all-pro safety valve Jay Novacek, who slipped underneath to catch 7 key passes. Defensively, it was a feeding frenzy. Reich had to throw, and the 21 fresh subs and starters on the league's top-ranked unit knew it. The game's most revealing statistic, Troy Aikman outrushed Thurman Thomas 28-19.
I just relaxed and enjoyed the game. It was in hand. The only irritation I had in the second half was on the last play of the third quarter.
We're down to 19 seconds left in the quarter on 3rd and 13. Reich has the ball, drops back. Going to have to beat the zone on this throw.
Offside.
Now throws long to the end zone all along. Touchdown there for Don Beebe. And the Bills have...
Reich scrambled and stepped across the line of scrimmage and then threw a 40-yard touchdown pass to Don Beebe. Reich was obviously across the line of scrimmage when he threw, but the officials didn't call it.
The scrimmage was the 40. When he let it go, his left foot was at the 39. His arm was past the 40.
Funny, as soon as Reich threw the ball, he looked around for a flag.
Upon review after the game, the league would confirm that we were right. Oh well, it was 31-17 at the end of the third quarter. We had control.
At the start of the fourth quarter, the Bills had a faint pulse. They trailed by only 2 scores. But just when it seemed that Dallas, a team 1-15 3 years earlier, might self-destruct, Troy Aikman was there to rescue them. The Super Bowl MVP put the game out of reach with his 10th touchdown pass of the playoffs without an interception, his 4th of Super Bowl 27.
Completion to Alvin Harper, his first of the day, looks to have clinched a Cowboys Super Bowl championship.
Before the game, Harper predicted he'd haul in the winning touchdown.
Winning touchdown today. 60 yards. Watch now.
It wasn't 60, but it was the game clincher.
That's right, remember? How far was it? How far was it? 56 yards. Yeah, I told you 60, but it was 56.
Regardless, the rout was on.
It was 38-17. Now we would turn the storm loose. Thomas Everett got his second interception, this time off Reich, and returned it 22 yards to the Bills' 8. 3 plays later, Emmett scored to make it 45-17.
10-yard line. Aikman a draw to Smith. Coming left, breaks the cuts to the 5. Turning at the 1. Touchdown, Emmett Smith. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now the game was out of hand, becoming one great merry blur. Next Buffalo possession, next Buffalo turnover, next Dallas touchdown.
And now a fumble by Reich trying to pull away. The ball is rolling loose.
Reich fumbled. Kenny Norton recovered and returned it 9 yards into the end zone to make it 52-17. And we still had half a quarter left to play.
Ken Norton runs it in. It's a touchdown. Oh, the Bills thought that the ball was down, and Norton picked up the loose ball and ran it in. This has just been a horrible and horrendous nightmare for the Bills. What a way to end a tremendous season.
And then came the play that everyone who watched that game remembers.
Right on Fourth down to throw. Pressure, sacked by Jeffco. And fumble. And Leon let off. Oh, look out, here he goes. Here comes Leon to the 20. Go ahead. Oh, Leon has it knocked out of his hand. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. He had it knocked out of his hand.
This one, rather than all the good things Leon Lett did that day, would be his dubious distinction in Super Bowl history. Leon began to thunder downfield for what surely would be the most memorable, if not the only touchdown return of the big defensive lineman's career. Leon was so overjoyed that he held the ball out just short of the goal line. Don Beebe, the Bills receiver who had chased him down, reached out and slapped the ball from Leon's hands, giving Buffalo possession and costing us the record for points in a Super Bowl.
It's not going to be a touchdown. It's not. Don Beebe caught him from behind and knocked it out of his hand. It was going to be a 62-yard touchdown return by Leon Lett. Oh, Leon!
But for the slap of Don Beebe's hand on an unprotected ball, we would have scored the most points ever in that last game of the year.
Cowboys are back on top of the mountain now. They were there in the 70s, fell off in the 80s. They're back on top now, and they should stay there a while.
Wow.
It's messed up. That's all they've been waiting for all year, bro. They've been waiting for that moment all year.
Troy Aikman's the MVP. Jimmy Johnson's taking his team from the absolute worst to the absolute best.
Let's get that there fixed up.
Your Cowboys are the champions.
First NFL rushing title to win the Super Bowl.
I told the team, the feeling you have at this very moment is one of the best things you'll ever have in your life, especially the feeling you have for one another.
Catch 22, and you still ain't caught him yet.
More than the event itself, the feeling of accomplishment with a teammate. We were the world champions of pro football. How about them Cowboys?